Thank you, Cliff. Mr. Mayor, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to teach you a little bit of Cree today. 4 words for moving forwards, bad pun intended. The first word is monto. Monto in Cree, spelled M-O-N-T-O, is a word that means the divine essence, the divine presence that permeates Mother Earth and goes and flows through everything. Monto is about the presence of the Creator being near and being around you. And in Edmonton, we feel, and we've known this for thousands of years, that every now and again in certain places, a little bit of Monto gathers a little bit more than in other places. And we come to know these as sacred sites, gathering places. We come to know these as places where we can go and do ceremony. Now, the other word that is attached with this place is pehonan. Pehonan in Cree means the waiting place. But what was the waiting place? Now, we've done a lot of research and we've looked into oral histories, and indigenous people from all over North and Western North America used to come here and trade. As far as the Hudson's Bay, the Churchill Cree used to come here, trade in medicines, in their oral histories. They even have songs and stories that talk about coming to this place, this Pehonan here, to trade in medicines. But also, Pehonan was a place where we did ceremony and celebration. Right where the terrace building is on the legislative grounds is where we used to have our Amteogamik, which means our mystery houses, which were governance houses. So we don't see it an accident that where the legislative building, their governance house, is there, right where ours used to be. Why? Because of that spirit, that monto that collects there. We have oral histories of the Yakima coming up here and trading. And in fact, they still go to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains to trade in medicines and pick medicines. And we have histories of the Delaware, the Lenape people who are in New York State and Washington and in that area. They came through here, and their oral histories talk about it, and their written history. They have confirmed for us that they invented their written language in the Edmonton area some thousands of years ago. And their Wallam Olam is their history book about how they migrated throughout North America to where they are today. We have stories of the Iroquois coming here. And that's why Yellowhead Trail comes through this city, because it was a part of that network, a north and south nexus of a gathering place. The great migration trails that came up here with the buffalo were known as the wolf track by the Blackfeet. The Dene came from the north and went all the way down to southern United States, Albuquerque, New Mexico. They came through here as well. So this was a great gathering place of indigenous people for thousands of years, coming here to trade, celebrate, and do ceremony, and to be connected to that Creator's presence. And what used to govern this Pehonan is another word called Wichituin. Wichituin, its denotation means helping each other. Its connotation is relationship. And relationship is another word for sustainability. It's how we have relationships with each other. And the final word that I want to share with you is one that we all know, and that is Canada. The word Canada comes from that word Canada, which is rooted in the word Kanatan. Kanatan means a sacred place, or a pure place, or a clean place. These 3 words are interchangeable. Kanata then becomes a verb. It means to make clean, to make sacred, to make pure. So those 4 words really rests at the foundation of what Edmonton is. And we have to remember that relationships, that's what drives everything. It's all about maintaining our relationships. And when we achieve that sacredness, we are putting our relationships into order, not only with ourselves, but with our families, our community, the environment, Mother Earth, the cosmos, the ancestors, and the spirit world. So I want to thank you all, and I'm very appreciative of the wonderful work that's been done here. And now we have that word Pehonan on the wall that starts to tell our story of why people gathered here and how we're still living that spirit that permeates Edmonton. And Edmonton is a city of spirit. And just to remind us all when you see the word Edmonton, right in the middle of that word is Monto. Thank you.